And today, we we're here with you, and as always, there is a bit of a development. Now, I have a few questions to ask, and the necessary personnel may be. Please answer in the comment section if you're here. If not, then if you're watching this belatedly, please let us know as well, as the fans want to know. Now, news broke late last night saying that Michail Antonio cancelled his ticket last minute to Jamaica. Now, we all know that Michail Antonio was invited to the Reggae Boyz squad for the upcoming World Cup qualification games against Mexico, Costa Rica, and Panama. Now, based on that invitation, his club, West Ham United, obviously, they posted a tweet as well saying that he was invited to the team and what have you, congratulating him and all of that. Now, these games would have been Michail Antonio's first time representing Jamaica. Well, not these games, but this game, because he was only available for the game against Panama, which would have been played at the National Stadium. All right, good afternoon for everyone who is joining us. Remember, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. If you're watching this belatedly, remember to watch the ads as well. It's a free way to support us, and we really appreciate it. You watching the advertisements, it goes a long way in helping to grow the channel as well, and promoting our content. All right, hit the like button if you're just jumping on. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Fresh God, welcome as well. Walker, welcome. All the Manchester United, Liverpool, Chelsea, all the fans on here of the English Premier League as well, welcome. I'll be doing this for maybe 20 minutes or so, because I have some questions that I want to ask, and I need answers for these questions. All right, as I said, I asked to stay and train with his club, and then he's coming later, I was told. Okay, exactly. If he will not be there. I saw West Ham posted as well. I saw West Ham posted, and I said to myself, why is it then? Because there are a bunch of questions to be asked, because it's quite a coincidence that Dominic Calvert-Lewin pulled out of the England squad yesterday due to an injury, and just in that same period of time, Michail Antonio cancelled his ticket last minute to stay and train with his club, as Walker lamented in the comment section. So it's quite suspicious. Calls into question if his heart is still set on that England call-up. Gareth Southgate, we know he's thin in the strikers department as things stand now. Marcus Rashford, who's oftentimes used as a striker, he had surgery, he's injured. Harry Kane, we know he's only played 2 games, and he's not at his best as things stand right now. Patrick Bamford, he received a call-up as well, a debut call-up. So again, Danny Ings, we would have expected him to go in there, but none of these players are on the similar form to what Michail Antonio is on. So again, I'm keeping an eye on that, and if the news becomes available to you guys, please let me know as well, because I think these questions need answers. I think with all the other players coming in from England to train together and to build that rapport, to build that bond, it's quite suspicious that Michail Antonio opted to stay behind and to train with his club, as everyone said. All right, so I only get English media that they will not replace Dominic Calvert-Lewin, so I don't think Southgate would call him. Okay, please, I hope so. Gareth Southgate told Ole Gunnar Solskjaer that he would not be calling up Greenwood either. He wanted Greenwood to continue to develop. So again, there is another opportunity for the Reggae Boyz to work their magic and to slide in. All right, so no, there isn't any development about him switching, folks. I was just here asking some questions because Michail Antonio cancelled his ticket last minute. All right, so we're keeping our fingers crossed. We know the situation with him. We know what the situation has been with him. It's been up and down. It's been stop-start for the most part. The last time he was to represent the Reggae Boyz, he had some issues with his passport. It took a while to sort out, and in the end, he didn't get to represent the team. So we want to see him in the Reggae Boyz colors. I won't say he's a Reggae Boy until he goes out on the pitch in the black, green, and gold, because I'm pretty sure. Nice. Walker got the scoop from inside the camp, so I guess I can say then Walker is my source, and Michail Antonio will definitely be in. So that's, I guess my question is answered there. Michail Antonio is in. He's training with his club West Ham United until it's time. We know the game against Panama, it will be played on the 5th, which is what, just about 5 days from now? Yeah, just about 5 days from now. So expect him to be on the island later at the weekend. I'll go in Chelsea news later on, folks. I'll go in Chelsea news later on. But again, if you're new here, remember, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button as soon as you hop on. And as it relates to the show later on, it will be quite interesting, folks. So don't miss that one. Turn the notifications on. We have the dancehall pastor, Pastor Stephen Blake. He will be on Halftime TV. I have some really intriguing questions to ask him, and I hope you guys will be around for the answers. It's sports and religion. You can say football and religion. How the two interchange. One is basically used as a replacement for the other at times, and we'll go into that and more. But again, as I said, remember, turn the notifications on. It's 8:30 later on Eastern Standard Time. Turn the notifications on. I can't say it enough. It will be quite a fascinating show. And you've heard of religious hard talk. This is religious ball talk. All right. So turn notifications on and look forward to that one. But let me know how you guys feel about the squad as well. I'll be doing the preview for the Reggae Boyz first game against Mexico. That one will release tomorrow morning, maybe 9 a.m. thereabout, or probably later on tonight. We'll see. But more than likely, it will be tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. All right, so look out for that one, the preview for the Mexico game. How are you feeling about the squad? I did my reaction to the squad this morning. It should be a part of this playlist, so you can check that out as well. But Michail Antonio, as I said, the circumstances surrounding him staying back in England and the excuse, it's quite suspicious. Just asking the questions that need to be asked. Let's see, just asking the questions that need to be asked. And as I said, we're keeping our fingers crossed until he goes out there in the black, green and gold of Jamaica. We still can't say he's a Reggae boy. He has the documentation, he's signed the contract, everything is on the up and up. It looks great so far from this side, but we're yet to see him on the field of play. And until then, we can't say he's a Reggae boy, because we saw the situation with him and the England squad. He's been called up on a number of occasions and he didn't get out onto the field, and that's how Jamaica now has him in our consideration. So as I said, he's the biggest player on form now across Europe, and not only in England but across Europe. His team has scored 10 goals. He's been involved in 7 of those goals through 4 goals and 3 assists. So again, he's banging the goals in, he's getting the assists in, and he's basically everything the Reggae Boys need right now. I like to say luck is when opportunity meets preparation. Well, the Reggae Boys got lucky, and we have Michail Antonio for selection. Well, we're hoping we'll have him for selection. Paul Hall, he did an interview yesterday or last evening, and he said Michail Antonio will definitely be available for the game against Panama. So again, we are asking some questions, we're getting some answers, and Rabel is committed to Jamaica. Yep. We love it. We love it, Donovan Taylor, but he was committed to England too. So as I said, as for Rabel Morrison, no question, but I've never seen Michail Antonio in Jamaica's colours, and his ticket got cancelled last minute. So until he's on Jamaican soil, I'm on edge of my seat right now, because I'm a really big fan of him. I really want to see him representing us, and I know how England is. I know how Gareth Southgate's team, the Three Lions, how they are, and with Big Sam, former West Ham manager, and all those guys in the back room, anything can happen. So until he's in Jamaica, until he's in that black, green and gold, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I hope it is, as Walker said earlier, that he's training with his club until it gets closer to the time for him to play. So we're hope that is the case. As a USA fan, I really feel sorry for you guys, because you should be able to feel your strongest side. I agree. And I think the regulations that were put in place, it's a disadvantage to some of the lesser teams. And who knows, as Oral Tracy said last evening on Sports Commentary, there may very well be a time where none of our English-based players will be able to travel to even Jamaica. So with the rising COVID cases in Jamaica right now, Yeah, I'm sweating. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. But as I said, with so many English players a part of the Reggae Boys setup right now, and Jamaica's rising COVID cases, there may very well be a time where the qualifiers are being played and we can't call on anyone from England to come and represent us. And these are the stipulations put in place by the British government, and I think it sets us at a great disadvantage. And I am sweating about that as well. So in addition to sweating if Michail Antonio is going to be available for the game against Panama, I'm also looking even further than that, because the COVID cases, they don't seem to be going down anytime soon. And based on the stipulations that are put in place by the UK government and the clubs in England, it may very well be a case where we may just have to look elsewhere for players. And the players that we have in Europe, the players that we have in Vietnam, the players that we have in the United States, in Central America, the players that we even have locally in the RSPL, we're probably going to need to start looking more thoroughly on these players, because they may very well be our backup plan. And are they able, are they good enough to bring us to the World Cup? I won't cast any judgment on that as things stand. But as I said, the players that we had coming in from England, they would definitely make our team stronger. And I'm waiting to see. I hope the situation changes as it relates to the COVID and the restrictions and the red zones and all of that. But it doesn't look promising from where I'm sitting, and we can only hope and pray that circumstances change. All right. But again, folks, let me know. Drop some names in the comment section as well. Who are some of the players that you think we can bring in should we get to that stage? We already got the answers for the Michail Antonio situation. How are we feeling about that? Are we excited? Are we pumped? Jamaica is always fighting against the odds. This is normal for us. Yeah, true. I agree, Donovan Taylor. The odds are always against us. But again, as I said, it would be far better if we had our strongest team. And it seems as if quite possibly our strongest team will only be available for the game against Panama, if even that one. All right. So let's see what this comment was saying. UEFA competitions are happening without restrictions, which means your team travels to different countries, no problem. But all of us, true. And again, as I said, and it's not only for the teams in CONCACAF, because I don't know. And again, remember, the clubs aren't obligated to releasing the players, and they aren't obligated. But oftentimes they release the players. It's not an obligation. The players are technically, they're hired by the clubs. So the decision is solely on the club if they want to release the player. They say they aren't releasing the players. It may be a back and forth with the Football Association or whatever your country's FA is. And the club should be simple as this: take a COVID test, and if you don't have it, you can play. True. But again, as I said, everything is being shuffled right now, but I'd really like to know what you guys are thinking. Let me know in the comment section. Michail Antonio is in and not out, as per one of our sources in the comment section. Still some shuffling happening in the transfer window, so we're keeping an eye on that as well. But as I said, folks, I won't stay very long. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Later on, it's really just ball talk. Turn the notifications on for that one. It promises to be exciting. It promises to be intriguing. Bring your questions as well, so we can ask those questions to Pastor Stephen Blake, avid football fan, but he's also a pastor. So let's hear what he has to say later on tonight. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. local time. You guys are still in lockdown, so I can't think of anything better to do than to tune into Halftime TV, where we'll be doing really just ball talk. All right, thanks for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. Check out the link in the description to my sponsors, RS Sports Store, CSA Shop, and Quick Link Shipping. RS Sports Store, as I said, for all your latest sporting apparel. They have the Reggae Boys jersey as well, as cheap as $9,000. So reach out to RS Sports Store on Instagram. All right, folks. Peace out. Until next time. Bye-bye. I'll see you at 8:30 p.m. later. All right, bye-bye.